this is Jason. So got a unplanned trip that I'm doing here. I'm supposed to be out with a friend, Clackamas River Trail this weekend, beginning of November, and he kind of pulled out last minute. So now I decided to change locations. I'm at the Pamelia Lake entrance, so I'm going to try to hike up through here to the PCT and then try to get up to maybe Jefferson Park possibly. I know there's snow up there, but and we're getting a late start. It's like 2:30, so what could go wrong? So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and try to do that. I got the dog here, Zeus, with me. He's got a new puffy jacket, so it should be pretty cold tonight. So I got a lot of gear, got my big pack, and we'll see what happens. It's going to be crazy. Let's see what trouble I can get myself into. Got some new camera gear that I'm actually testing out right now, my gimbal. So hopefully we'll get some really good footage this time. Zeus is getting really whiny, wants to get going, so I'm going to get out here on this thing. So this is actually a limited entry area, but I am not staying at Pamelia Lake. I am bypassing that and going by. Come on, Zeus. Hold on, dude. Okay, here's the trailhead. There's Zeus. He's got his new little puffy jacket on. This is the first time using this gimbal for me out in the field, so I am by no means a professional at this thing yet. Got an external mic hooked up to it, as well as a light, an external light. So, oops, sorry, I had to see that. It's kind of chilly up here, and it's only going to get chillier. The weather is probably going to drop down to like freezing for sure. The closer we get to Jefferson, I'm sure the colder it's going to be. The altitude, or I mean the elevation up here is roughly, I believe Pamelia Lake is probably 3,000 feet, over 3,000 feet. Jefferson Park is like over 5,000 feet, so approaching the 6,000 foot range. So we'll see how close I can get up there. I'm starting kind of late, pretty close to 3. I think on a good day it'd probably take me probably close to 4 hours, so I don't think I'm going to make it there before dark. So, and then of course if we hit snow, that's going to slow things down even more. So just going to be safe about it. We'll go until it gets to a point where it's getting close to dark and I need to set up camp, and then we'll just call it quits. So got probably about 2.5 hours. So I definitely know it's going to take more than 2.5 to get there. He's so excited. He's just ripping. So we got the creek runoff from Pamelia Lake right here. Pretty gorgeous. Pretty nice. Oops, sorry about that. Dog is jerking on me. Yeah, there we go. This dog. I'm trying to keep him from tangling me up with his leash. He's crazy. Dog. All right. Well, we're gonna get up to that junction to the PCT, and then I'll turn the camera back on, so we should get some views of Jefferson at that point. I think I'm just about to the PCT. I let Zeus off leash a while back. He was killing me. Oh, here he comes. Guy is just full of energy. He's pulling me like crazy, faster than I can walk. So had to let him go. So I need to take breaks every now and again. He won't break. He'll run till he falls over. Yeah. This is it coming up. Then I should get a view of Jefferson. Comes out by it's Milky Creek or Whitewater Creek or something like that. This is right where I had my meetup with ID Tat and Heather's about 5 weeks ago. They've since finished the PCT, even though it was late and they were in the snow. Oh well, got it done. That's all that counts. Man, it's a killer. It's been up, straight up, ever since I left Amelia Lake. Whew. Okay, it's getting a little rough. I gotta stop. Oh my goodness.
Alright, here's a close up of the water and Jefferson. Got to cross that, which should be pretty easy. I already see kind of an area where I'm going to probably go across. I'm snacking on some candy over here. There's my gimbal setup. It's got the external mic and a light, and then of course my iPhone 8 Plus goes right in there. So it seems to be working pretty good. I also got brought a full tripod with me over here on the side. Trekking pole for my tent. I brought my trekking pole tent again. So yeah, hopefully Zeus doesn't get too wet and that just puppy wet. I'm gonna drink a little bit more, fill up my water bottles again, and then I'll talk to you on the trail.
Okay, we made the cross. We'll jump right down over there in the rocks. Getting back up on the PCT here. Come on, Zeusy, let's go. Gotta get somewhere where we can camp. Jefferson Park looks like the weather is perfect right now. Not too hot, not too cold. Alright. Starting to see some of the traces of the 2017 burn up here. It's roughly about 4:30. Just left the little creek area not too long ago. Got probably an hour and a half tops daylight. Getting dark pretty close to 6 nowadays. It's like November 2nd, 2019. So we are on the onset of winter. Albeit has been so dry though. That's the only reason I'm able to come up to this place. Otherwise, probably got a foot of snow by now. But got lucky. It's amazingly beautiful. Okay, trying to see. I guess I'm on what you call Woodpecker Ridge now. So I came down this area, this part of this trail. Well, actually it wasn't the last time. 2 times ago. Actually, it was like probably 5 years ago. I was down here with a gentleman, older gentleman, taking him up here because he wanted to come up to Jefferson Park. We ended up going down to Pamelia Lake, and we had a freak storm come in, and it completely just started pouring rain, and he was completely not ready for it with his gear, and it really got into a survival situation where I had to strip his clothes, some of his clothes off of him, because he's wearing like military surplus stuff, and it was just not shedding water. He didn't have the right gear, and his hands were really cold, and I ended up starting to start a fire in the rain down at Pamelia Lake, get him warmed up, and avert a hypothermia issue. So, but it was crazy the next day. Totally sunny, not a problem, but you just never can tell what you're going to get in the mountains. The upside to being in this burn, you get great views. Very nice. Let's see, probably got, yeah, it's going to hit those mountains in probably about an hour, 15 minutes. So I'm going to start watching out for places to set up. So I want to get a little bit of time to set up in the light. I don't want to do any night hiking tonight. Pass on that. Done it before, but just kind of tired. Don't feel like doing that. I think I'm going to cook up that bacon tonight. All that fat help keep me warm tonight. Alright, we got the whole tent set up over here. Got Zeus chilling over here. He's starting to get tired out. Got this little spot up here on the Woodpecker Ridge. I think PCT hikers are camping here. It's perfect. It's nice and flat right here. And then it kind of just slopes after that. So there's a little platform here set up perfectly. Perfect for a little tent. I'm drying out some of my other stuff on this side, and getting ready to eat dinner. I was starting to get the shake, so I know that my blood sugar was must have been kind of low, so I just decided to pull off. It's probably about 10 minutes after my last shot that you guys saw. So, anywho, I'm gonna show you guys around the rest of the camp, and then we'll start cooking dinner. So I'm drying some stuff off over here. I'm hanging up the CNOC to dry, my gloves, my hat, they got kind of sweaty. Over here I got the tent, of course, and got all my food down here. Gonna have some outdoor herbivore, lemongrass Thai curry. Thanks Hike Oregon, she gave that to me on a meetup when I met her. Got this little frying pan over here. That frying pan I've had since I was in Boy Scouts when I was 12 years old. 35 years ago. Sucker's old. Held on to that sucker. Tent set up, got all my outdoor vital, puffy, pillow, 30-degree Summit sleeping bag. Zeus has got his own down sleeping bag. Brought some hot hands just in case, and also I have a little cheap Ozark Trail sleeping bag liner just in case. So I don't think I'm gonna need any of that, but you never know. It's always good to be safe. So, all right, well, this is kind of my view over here, kind of muted through the trees. You can see some of the burn here. Nice little spot. It's just literally right off the trail. I did bring a tarp. I was gonna kind of put up too, but I just said screw it. Let's just keep it simple. I haven't seen anyone up here today with the exception of
a guy and his wife at the beginning of the trail, and that was about it. So if I see anyone at all, maybe tomorrow, because tomorrow is Saturday. We'll see. So the plan is to get up in the morning reasonably early and make the Westway into Jeff Park, and then hang out there for 3 or 4 hours and then head back. So I'm gonna take a time out and make some food. I'll be back in a little bit. All right, sun is pretty much down now. Just kind of see a little bit over the top of the mountain peaks over there. I've got my outdoor herbivore lemon Thai curry hydrating over here. It just smells amazing. I can't wait to eat that. I'm gonna have my Mamba have that for dinner too, and I'm cooking up some water too, just for some hot cider as well, on top of everything. So Zeus is kind of just running around here, kind of coming back and forth. I think he gets bored and then he gets up and wants to walk around. So anyways, it is getting cold quick. So I'm gonna get this eaten and then get in the tent and start getting warm. It's about 5:45. All right, well, we'll probably talk to you guys in the morning.
Good morning. It's like 7:20. Zeus was rearing to get out of the tent, so I had to let him out of here. It's not quite light yet. Got the light on here. Should be light in probably like another half an hour. Anyways, gonna get up and start packing and make some breakfast.
All right, I'm heating up some water here for some tea. I got my bacon in the pan over there. Gonna cook that next. And oatmeal, which I'm gonna use some of the water for as well. I'm trying to keep Zeus off my bacon. He's like hungry, he smelt it, and he's just like all over it. You having fun, buddy? Okay, everything's packed up, ready to go. Site broken down. Zeus is rearing to go. He keeps on whining. So breakfast was good. Loved the bacon. And starting to get some sunshine. So gonna head up the trail. So it didn't get too cold last night. Actually, it wasn't too bad at all. Zeus didn't get cold. He had his sleeping bag and his puffy on. I don't know, I guess I got lucky. So very comfortable, toasty the whole night long. So we started heading up. This trail already hit a tree crossing. So this fire, there's still some stuff in the trail, but not a lot. Starting to see little traces of snow on the trail. Got Zeus up there, he's trying to eat some of it. Dog. So far on this burn area, the trees that are, they're just kind of burned a little bit low on it, so they were able to save a lot of these guys. It's pretty lucky. Seen a lot worse. We'll see what happens the rest of the way up. I've not been on Whitewater Trail, and I know that one was pretty devastated. My dog running all over the place. Looks like I'm getting into the primary burn area. Everything is quite a bit more burned than back behind me. I haven't seen this portion yet since it's been burned like this. You can see over there, it's gonna be a beautiful day. Got the mountains, very nice. Leave this on for a little bit so you guys can see this Woodpecker Ridge. Wow, yeah, this area's definitely been burned quite a bit. Well, once I hit, there's gonna be a crossing, one more water crossing, and once I hit that, then I'll be on my way to Jefferson Park. It's not too much farther than that. So when the terrain gets burned like this, it kind of makes me lose my bearings a little bit because I'm used to the way it looked before. So, but I'm not bushwhacking, just staying on the trail. All right, so I just got up to an intersect on the PCT, and that's the Woodpecker Ridge Trail coming from down there. I guess I wasn't on Woodpecker Ridge, so I guess I was just on the PCT for the whole time. So I could not find that Woodpecker Ridge Trail. I must have missed it off 22 or something. Did not see any turn off in my my directions. They showed it was the turnoff to go up was off of Pamelia Lake Trail, and I looked at it and it was like an overgrown old logging road, so I'm like, forget that. It was no way I was gonna make it up it on my Subaru. So anyways, I guess I'm heading this way, and we got a beautiful view behind us of Mount Jefferson right there, and then that must be Jefferson Park down there through the burn. Anyways, heading that way. Yeah, I'd most definitely say it's been burned up. Well, at least you get better views of the Mount Jefferson from right here, but sizzling trees. Oh, there's a little lake down there. Let's see if I get that. Down over there, yeah, it's just a tiny little lake. And a little bit of green where it hasn't been burned. Oh, I can see a road down there. Interesting. Check that out. Frozen lake. My freaking dog ran out on there. Came up and he's like almost out in the middle of it and yelling to get out of there. If he breaks through, I'm not going to be able to save him. And we got Mount Jeff right there. So I've seen some snow patches on the trail, and it's frozen and everything. It's like it's just been getting cold up here, but there's no precipitation, so it hasn't been snowing. Normally this time of year it'd probably be a foot or more up here. So, but yeah, pretty cool. I'm getting close. I know not too much farther. I don't think this is a named pond or anything that I know of, that I'm just passing here, but a little bit farther past this, I know I'm going to be hitting, I believe it's Whitewater Creek, and then after that, then I'm pretty close to getting into Jefferson Park. I'm just kind of cruising right by the mountain here. So it's a beautiful morning for sure. So I was a little bit farther away from Jefferson Park than I definitely wanted to be, but probably only be able to stay there for 2 hours. Probably just have like a snack, hang out, check the lakes. Looks like they're gonna be frozen. Seeing what's going on with this one right beside me. I saw another one too. Well, Pamelia Lake was partially frozen, but it wasn't completely fully frozen yet because it's a bigger lake. It's kind of dark, but you can see the burn down there. Over here where I'm at. Got the back side of the mountain over here. Got a big old up there. I'm not sure if that's a, if I can get down there and look. There's a road, I think it's a road. Either that or it's the Whitewater Trail. I don't know, it just looks too big to be just a trail. It's in the kind of the right vicinity, but I don't know. Don't know what that is. It's definitely more evident now that there is something there than before with all the trees. It's cool, partially frozen creek here. Getting close. I just sent out a couple text messages to my wife and kids, letting them know that I'm okay. So it's always crazy to see you got cell service up here. I'm in the park, I've got it kind of hit and miss every now and again, but if I figured I got some, I might as well just send a couple messages to them. I don't have a spot, so, but I always detail my trip, where I'm going, trailhead, where destination is, when I plan on being back, all those good things. So if anything happens, then they kind of know where to go looking for me. So, and I don't bushwhack, I stay on the trail, so I never steer off to the side, so I just want to be safe, get home safe. So right where that sun's hitting over there, that's where I ripped up and over the ridge, and then I just kind of can't come all the way around over to here. I think I'm getting pretty close to that Whitewater Creek. I know that got to go up over the side of this ridge, and then it kind of just drops down to that, and then from that point it's just up and into Jefferson Park. There'll be an intersect, PCT intersect with the Whitewater Trail. Check that out. Got another frozen creek. Huh, that's the trail actually too. So I'll be walking off to the side of that one. Bad area to burn. Just a bunch of like matchsticks. It's like they're just broken over. Crazy. Okay, just hit snow on the trail. So I'm almost to the top of this ridge. It's been slow going. It's pretty high elevation and I'm tired. Not probably in the best of shape this year because I didn't do too much hiking, not as much as I usually do. So trail legs aren't really where they need to be. I got Zeus coming up, he's loving this. Anyways, I'm gonna keep going. I believe this is gonna top out soon, and then hopefully I'm gonna drop down into Whitewater Creek because I can see right over there. It's kind of just over that hump there is kind of goes into Jefferson Park, so I'm really close. I can hear Whitewater Creek coming up on it. Got intermittent snowish ice on the trail. Once I cross over this though, then we're pretty much on the entrance of Jeff Park. Just have to go a little bit further and maybe another quarter of a mile or so. Then I'll be at the turnoff. I'm wanting to see what this is going to look like for a cross, because this is usually the sketchier of the two. But we'll see. That last one was, oh my god, oh, it's frozen. Oh yeah, it's partially frozen. Well, that'll make it a little tricky. Zeus. Oh, I see where I can cross. It's pretty low, but it's frozen. That's crazy. Well, at least partially frozen. Oh yeah, that's pretty awesome. Oh wow, yeah. Well, We'll negotiate it somehow. Very nice. That was a little sketchy. I actually went across on the ice, but it's super thick, except for a little bit right around where the water's flowing. It's a little bit thin, but able to just kind of walk across it really carefully. Well, this is crazy. The trail is literally a block of ice. So they must have got snow here and then it melted and refroze. So I'm hoping when I go around the corner, it's not gonna be ice anymore. I've left the burn behind. It's starting to get into some trees that are still green, and snow. Getting quite close to the junction. Can't be more than about less than a quarter of a mile, I would think, up here. So maybe we will have snow up here in Jefferson Park. I'll see how far I want to go. It's really crusty. It's not soft, it's just like ice snow. It's beautiful. No post hole in it, it's just crunch hovering on the top. Nice and crisp. Feels nice. Well, someone was up here recently. I think it looks probably yesterday. They might be up here camping. Here we go, junction, Pacific Crest Trail, Whitewater Trail. And we're gonna be heading this way on the PCT. Almost there, I think it's like 0.8 of a mile from here to Jefferson Park. And it looks like, from what I saw coming up here, they probably just stopped the fire probably a mile, a little over a mile probably from Jefferson Park. So got lucky on that one. Come on, Zeus, let's go. Let's go, buddy. Some sketchy creek crossings. That Whitewater Creek was all iced over, and then I just went over a tiny one back there, but it's probably 10 feet where it was frozen on the trail. Just, I don't have any ice spikes or anything like that, so you just have to walk slow. These boots, these mineral boots, are freaking awesome though. They grip pretty well and they're super warm. They're Gore-Tex lined, perfect for winter hiking. My feet have been toasty the whole time. I just picked these up for snowshoeing like about a month and a half ago. Looks like we're entering into the Jefferson Wilderness area right now. Nice and sunny. Got Zeus running through. We got the bridge over here. Get across this last creek, and then we're gonna head right up into there for a little while. Well, it looks like Mill Creek is pretty much mostly frozen too. Just, you can see a couple areas where it hasn't frozen over. You can see the water going underneath. It's pretty awesome. It's dangerous though. Don't want to walk on that. Well, we made it up here. Zeus is running around. It's full snow. Right here at the junction for the Scout Lake PCT. I'm gonna head that way. There's a little bit of frozen water. I'm gonna go around it and check the lake. I'm sure it's frozen, and then kind of hang out for a little bit. And so I'll see you over at the lake. It's pretty amazing up here. I can't believe I made it to Jefferson Park in November. It's been kind of a dry year. All right, well, I'm gonna turn the camera around here and let you see where I'm going. Okay, this is what the train looks like going around this big ice patch here. Zeus just blows right across it. I'll probably just fall on my butt. So we got Jefferson back over there. Up in there, sun's kind of coming down strong, so it kind of blurs it out. Oh yeah. Getting slushy now, sun's hitting it. I'm sure glad the whole way back is pretty much mostly downhill. There's work getting up here. I think it's probably close to 2,000 foot of elevation gain. Oh yeah, this is a PCT. Oh, I'm gonna cut off this and just walk down over to here. I can see the lake. Yeah, it's frozen. Partially frozen anyways. Oh yeah. Yeah, there's Zeus over there. It's just like a little soft layer on the top of this, and then it's like ice on the bottom. Oh yeah, look at that. Pretty much frozen except for the center. A couple little areas that aren't. Very nice. Well, I'm gonna go try to find a spot to sit down that's not in the snow. Looks like there's some stuff there across the way at the edge of the lake, possibly. So we can head that way. This is about as much bushwhacking that I do. Okay. Looks like here's a camp spot up here. You can see a little marker. So I think it looks like it's open and clear of snow. Maybe I'll stop here. Yeah, this looks like a good spot. And got a flat rock I can cook on. Nice. And sun. Sweet. Oh yeah. Nice little view of Jefferson. Yeah, look, this is a keeper. Me and Zeus are kind of chilling, heating up some water for tea. We've got some gray jays coming into our camp. Zeus just went chase after one. It came in and like dive bombed our camp. And then I'm just kind of having some candy, a couple of bars. Jefferson's right up there. We found just kind of an area to sit down where there's no snow. Oh, there's Mr. Gray Jay over there on the spot marker. Hey, dude. Yep. Zeus, what you doing, dog? What you doing? He's just running around chasing birds. We made it back to the junction here, the PCT and Whitewater Trail. I'm surprised that there's like, I ran into a group of 10 people. There's a whole bunch of people up here at Jefferson Park. This was passing people left and right. So, well, I'm headed out to Pamelia Lake now, back to the car. So I'll probably do some random filming, but I've already been through that area, so it'll just be if I see something cool. So other than that, I will see you back at the car. Made it back down to the last creek. Got Mount Jefferson right up there behind me. I'm not sure what the name of this creek is. After this, it's just down, down, down all the way to Pamelia Lake and out. So gonna sit here and just kind of rest up, water up, and get back on the trail. All right, me and Zeus, we made it back safely to the trailhead, Pamelia Lake. We're both really tired. It was probably a little bit more hiking than I really had planned on, but it was a good time, and we had definitely an adventure for sure with all the ice and snow. From that last segment that I filmed, you saw me there at the creek. I just bombed it all the way back to the car. I think we made it back here in like about an hour and a half. It was all downhill, but still, man, I was going at least 3 miles an hour or more. All right, well, thanks for watching, and we will see you on the next adventure.